All right, what's going
Hey,
on, Jaybird?
how's it going? Trump is having a not good, totally bad doo doo poo poo shit fart day. And I love that for him. I love that for him. How are you doing? Gonna get into the news in a moment here, but flurry of different things happening today. It's wonderful. Well, we have some interesting weather today. It's surprising we haven't gotten to that typical July 100-degree fry your balls off part of the season yet.
I
It's
mean,
actually overcast.
it's a it's a scorcher where I'm at. It's actually not that
It's
hot.
warm for
It feels
sure,
hot.
but
Yeah,
it's not
I think it's
heat
like
wave warm.
80, but it's humid. It's so humid. So it's not been fun. It's not been the worst. Like there's been worse summers, but what's going on, everybody? If you guys want to go ahead and double tap the screen, comment, interact, help get some people in here, would appreciate it. That would be swell. Move this open over here.
Yeah.
Oh, what is going on? How's everyone doing? If you guys are on TikTok, double tap the screen. Has anybody else noticed TikTok has been a disaster, right? Like there's something glitching out with the For You page. I don't know what it is. What's going on, YouTube? It's glitching out with the For You page. So,
Yeah.
Stephen Colbert went down.
Yeah, his show's ending in 2026.
Yeah, that almost certainly had to do with Trump. I mean, to be fair, they do get paid a ton of money for not very much viewership, you know?
It's true. Yeah.
I mean, like, if you, I don't know how the math works out, but if you average it, what does he get paid? Like $20 million a year?
Something like that. It's too much.
Yeah, it's absurd. If you average it out like $20 million a year, something like that, then kind of makes sense. He
I
does
think,
like
like,
200 shows.
right. Yeah, something like that. They're on every day. But I think they more so get by with the viral moments, the stuff that they post on YouTube, than they do actual people watching each night.
Yeah.
People will see a 5-minute clip or something about a monologue, and that'll carry the news. But other than that, nobody's really sitting down for 45 minutes to an hour to watch a show.
Yeah. I remember one time I checked. I had more viewership back in 2022 than Bill Maher.
Ugh.
I mean,
Now that's
not
a hack if I ever did see one.
yeah, not including. I mean, yeah, not including. Sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say. I zoned out. Anyway, if you guys want to double tap the screen, comment, interact, get some people in here. Would appreciate it. That'd be cool. Um, yeah, why can't they could pay me $20 million a year to do a show once a night? They could pay me that.
We could do that.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'd do it.
Might be the co-host.
Exactly. It'd be great. It'd be
Good
hilarious.
idea. Yeah. It
Yeah.
would.
Yeah. If you guys want to double tap the screen, if you're over on YouTube, hit that like button. Would appreciate it. Help get some people in here. That would be cool. Stephen Colbert's show is getting canceled, unfortunately. This is the
Yeah, he kind of
attack
fell off.
on left-wing media. I wouldn't perpetuate the status quo. I know. Should I run for president, though? I should do that, right?
I mean, I guess
I could do that.
you'd have to put your name out there, though.
I know. I
All those
know.
details people are gonna uncover. Every fart you had in third grade, use that against you.
One time you shot a spit wad, Mrs. Johnson. Yeah, I
Disqualified.
did. It doesn't matter. Trump fucking flew with Epstein, and that doesn't bother him.
True. And there's
Yeah.
more to that. We have a lot of news to get into within that field.
Yeah. News
It's
tonight?
it's yeah, it's there's some news, yes. Quite a bit. Now, I don't know for sure, given the complacency of today's Republican Party, but if this was any other era, this is impeachable. This is an impeachable offense because it's looking like there's a cover up.
Yeah. Isn't Trump just brazenly firing people, just hoping it goes
Yes.
away? and it's like built.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of snowballing. It feels like.
I think I read the story of one of the prosecutors being fired. Whoever saw this case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
A few days ago, yesterday,
He's just
today.
going. He's just begging, just hoping it goes away. You seen
Yeah.
Caroline Levitt? Her response to it?
Oh, it's not good.
Oh, it's
And it makes no
terrible.
sense.
It made no sense. It made no sense. Oh no, they asked him about no, and then they the one I was talking about was when they asked her about Trump's uncle meeting the Unabomber,
Oh yeah, he told that weird ass story.
which I guess is impossible. Is he's saying he met the Unabomber after he'd been ID'd?
Maybe it was while he was bombing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there was like a 9 year difference, by the way. So
Probably.
yeah.
She was
Anyway,
asked, why not pardon Ghislaine Maxwell if the whole thing is a hoax? And there's no answer to that.
what'd she
If
say?
there
Did she say
wasn't a,
anything? Did she say
no,
anything?
I
What
don't
would you
know.
even say
I
to
don't know what
that?
her answer was.
Yeah.
But you can't say on one end that this is a hoax and that there is no cabal of wealthy billionaires who were trafficking minors, but also she was guilty of that.
Nice.
Make it make sense. Oh, he says he taught him in class. The uncle passed before he was ID'd. Yeah, how would he know?
Second.
How would he know?
I don't know.
Well, welcome everybody. If you're just trickling on in, a lot of news coming out here, so we're going to get down to it real quick in a moment here. But if you guys can tap that screen and share the live, get us out into the For You page, and gift, that's how we keep this show afloat. Okay, gifts, ass-shaking corgis, send me a witch to wake us up. Those are probably in season by now, right? The loud-ass witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, if you guys want to double tap the screen, comment, interact, we need everybody over on TikTok to interact if we want to get some people in here.
That's right.
So if you could do that, I'd appreciate it.
Come on in and explain what happened to the list. It's looking sus by the day. And mind you, this was a point I made earlier, Donald Trump's first pick for Attorney General was a known trafficker of minors, Matt Gaetz, also out of Florida.
That's
and we
right.
would think that he would have been a responsible arbiter of this case.
Was that not your
Worse.
first? Was that why wasn't that your first clue?
Right.
He's like, yeah, let me bring this sex trafficker into the fucking White House. Yeah, yeah. Why was that not your first clue?
Should have been a dead giveaway.
God.
Second pick is Pam Bondi, who was the Attorney General out of Florida that also oversaw many cases having to do with Epstein. And we're to assume that there's no connection whatsoever? Now, yes, all of this is a fair bit of conjecture. But all things start with conjecture, okay? This is not the behavior of an innocent man.
Mm-hmm.
It's shifty as all fuck. And the more he tries to hide stuff and move things around and cover up wire transfers and old messages and such, the more guilty he looks. The more it implicates him.
Jennifer, do you mean to join? Josh want to join? Paige, you want to join? I'll just invite. If you guys don't want, you can deny it. Where there's smoke. Yeah.
That's right.
Just for a heads up, I might take tomorrow off. I don't know if I have Baby K or not. I might take tomorrow
Okay.
off though because I wanna hang out with him. So,
All right,
but I
that's
don't
nice.
I don't know. I don't know. There was some family stuff that happened. I don't know if I'm. Yeah, we'll see. So
All right.
anyway,
Cool.
hey Paige.
Hello, good evening, guys.
How's it going?
Good evening.
It's going, it's going.
Good evening. Am I feeling better? I got a nap in, so I'm a little more well rested now. You know, so yeah.
Naps are always good.
That's
yeah.
so good.
Need a debate. He was
Debates are
diagnosed with
always
some
good.
kind of vein disease. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Should
If
we
you just,
should we listen to the news?
yeah, you just want
Maybe.
to start us. I mean, I'm not going to do a recording for it. I think
Sure.
we'll start recordings on Monday, but yeah, if you want to do the news.
All right. Well, if we're ready, today is July 17th,
Can you cover it for
Thursday.
a second? I'll be right back. I got to check on something.
Yes, of course. No problem. Well, everybody, it's come down to it. Donald Trump's health is not all that his crazy ass doctor shaped it up to be. Trump was diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency. Is it venous or venous?
How's it spelled?
Venous.
Venus, yeah.
Venous. Okay. Chronic venous insufficiency, a minor vein condition after noticing swelling in the legs. Let's get right down into that. President Trump has been diagnosed with a benign and common vein condition known as chronic venous insufficiency after he noticed swelling in his legs, the White House said Thursday. The president's physician, Sean Barbabella, said in a memo that the president underwent a thorough health examination after he noticed mild swellings in his legs, and it revealed no evidence of a more serious condition like deep vein thrombosis or arterial disease. White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt read the memo on Thursday's briefing, and the White House later released it. According to Johns Hopkins, in the Cleveland Clinic, chronic venous insufficiency occurs when veins in the legs struggle to bring blood back up to the heart. Barbarella said the president, who was 79, remains in overall excellent health. Photos of the president at the Club World Cup soccer finale in New Jersey over the weekend showed him with noticeably swollen ankles, fueling speculation about the cause. The president's doctor said he was thoroughly evaluated by the White House medical unit out of an abundance of caution after noticing swelling in recent weeks. The president underwent a comprehensive examination, including diagnostic vascular studies, bilateral lower extremity venous Doppler ultrasounds were performed, and revealed chronic venous insufficiency, a benign and common condition, particularly in individuals over the age of 70, the memo said. Barbarella said there was no evidence of blood clots or arterial disease. Well, couldn't happen to a better guy. Frankly, listen, and I know this is terrible for me to say, but I reserve this only to him, that I wish him nothing but the worst, okay?
Absolutely.
I hope that it is painful for him as all hell to squeeze into those fucking lifts. I hope he's miserable. I hope it hurts to walk every step he takes. I hope it's bad. I hope it's chronic. I
100%.
hope it worsens over the years. I hope that it's so bad that for every fucking wheelchair-bound person he made fun of finally catches up to him. Has his
100%.
ass sitting down there for the rest of his life. And, he tries to make himself out to be this robust figure that's all in perfect health and shit. Nope, couldn't happen to a better guy.
I agree. I love this journey for him, this new life that he's leading. I love it.
Actually, I heard it was worse than that. It's actually stage 9 venous insufficiency disease, and it's also commonly known as Big Mac bad veins. That's the it's not medical term, but it's Big Mac bad veins. That's what it's like.
I only caught
it's on
the end of that.
PubMed. You can look that
But
up.
I think that's all I needed. Yeah.
Stage
He doesn't have
9.
factor 5. He has stage 9. Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, I do. I love this for him. I absolutely do. I think it's great.
His legs look like my great-grandma's before she died.
That's swelling though, man. That
It
is
was
bad,
swollen.
right?
That's intense swelling for sure. Thanks, Jax. That's insane.
Got the flotation
Yeah.
devices going,
It's supposed to go on your arms, not your ankle.
I got floaty socks.
God damn.
Imagine him jumping in the pool. It just flips upside down and floats up his feet up in the air.
Oh, God. That's a lot of displacement. That's a lot of displacement. Yeah.
Never called an ankle thick before, but you got to start somewhere. The other
It's
major
a
story
thicket.
today.
Oh.
This one's really interesting. This story broke from the Wall Street Journal today. Trump is accused of salacious birthday letter to Jeffrey Epstein, with president allegedly using raunchy drawing to mark their wonderful secret. Let's get into this one. President Trump sent a salacious birthday message to Jeffrey Epstein that included a risque hand-drawn picture of a naked woman with a cryptic message inside, according to a new report. Trump vehemently denied the accusations published in the Wall Street Journal that he took part in the 50th birthday album organized by the disgraced billionaire by his associate Ghislaine Maxwell. The birthday letter included Trump's signature and was obtained by the Wall Street Journal. The outline of a naked woman allegedly frames typewritten text which reads, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." According to the journal, the naked woman appeared to have been hand-drawn with a marker with a pair of arcs indicating the woman's breast and a squiggly signature reading Donald, appearing in the pubic region, mimicking hair. Trump categorically denied any involvement in the drawing or writing of the text. "This is not me," he said. "This is a fake thing. It's a fake Wall Street Journal story. I never wrote a picture in my life. I don't draw pictures of women. It's not my language. It's not my words." Except you don't grab them by the pussy. But it goes on right here. Trump vowed to sue the Wall Street Journal if it published the story, warning, "I'm going to sue the Wall Street Journal just like they sued everyone else." Although Trump claimed he never wrote a picture in his life, several sketches he made of New York City landmarks as early as 2004 are readily available online. We are looking at those pictures after this. The alleged letter reportedly contained an imaginary conversation between Epstein and Trump, written in third person. In the imaginary conversation, Donald writes, "We have certain things in common, Jeffrey," to which Jeffrey replies, "Yes, we do, come to think of it." Donald then responds, "Enigma's never aged, have you noticed that?" And a imaginary Jeffrey says, as a matter of fact, "It was clear to me the last time I saw you." Well, let's get into this, shall we? This is some weird-ass, deranged, nasty
Pam,
fucking
appreciate it. Thank you.
behavior.
Pam, appreciate it. Oh, we got some over here.
Of course
Dad
this is
Shoes,
sad.
appreciate the 10 gifted subs. Dad Shoes, appreciate it. Thank you. Could we get some dubs and drumsticks in the chat for Dad Shoes?
Thanks, Dad
Appreciate it.
Shoes.
Thank you.
Thanks. So,
Sorry, go ahead.
shall we?
Dad
Yeah,
Shoes,
so-
appreciate it for
let's
the
get
10
into this.
gifted.
This
Thank
is-
you.
Everybody always likes to say this could never be me. I could never say this or do this, but it's always them that ends up doing it. Everyone's got some secret, weird, crazy, fetish, fuck, nasty shit in their back closet, skeletons and whatnot. This is his. He likes to draw squiggly boobed women with his signature
You know what this
and
reminds
make
me
that
of?
into birthday cards.
You know what this reminds
What's
me
up?
of? This reminds me of Superbad. I was drawing some big giant triumphant Beatty bastard. That's exactly what that reminds me of. You know? I couldn't eat anything phallic for like 3 months. I
Oh,
love
is that
hot
his
dog.
drawing?
That's one. This is what they pretty much look like.
Wait, let me guess break this. Let's
That tracks.
maximize this.
Look at that's my building.
No,
right there,
it's
the middle.
not.
That has
Yeah,
to be
no.
fake.
That's his.
Nah.
No, that's
no,
real.
it is. It's real.
It's gotta
It's
be real.
That's
It's
real?
real. Yeah, it's
He
real.
just traced a ruler.
I did that in the 5th grade.
And here's this
It's
is
a
his Empire
dollar.
State Building. This is his
Okay.
other one, which
If you
is a
take-
little more believable because that does look like his signature. He does that. His signature's like that. But no, that's really him. That's called.
It's
New
made
York
out of
skyline.
pubes.
It's made out of pubes.
So
That's
if you take
actually crazy.
if you take this level of artistry and you take that and you try to put that I honestly I don't think he did this. I think he may have paid an artist to do it, but I don't think he's good enough to do something. That takes a lot of skill to make words, to draw sentences to look like a woman.
Well,
That's
he
a
probably
lot of
traced
skill.
something. You
Wait,
probably traced
do we-
something off a coaster from Capital City or something.
Wait, do we have it?
We don't
Yeah,
have
or
it
no?
though.
Stop.
Yeah,
not
it's
public
probably
yet.
awful. It's
Yeah.
probably awful.
I'm not giving him that much credit to even be able to. I think he may have paid somebody to do it, but
Probably.
I
Well,
don't think he's skilled enough
I
to
can
do
judge. I mean, if he's doing that, I'd have to judge it when I see it. But that's a bit more abstract than I think his brain is capable of. To be real with you.
Yeah, somebody else probably drew it and he wrote the words in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that tracks. But the more he tries to bury this story, the worse it seems to get. The more that seems
Thanks,
to come
Pam.
Like
out.
the story around his wife. But
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've seen them. That plot of grass is overgrown. It's pretty sad. But yeah, it's not looking good for him here. And I think people are catching on, even Republicans. Something like 10 Republicans in the House have joined all the Democrats in supporting an immediate release of these files here. So I think the more he stalls and tries to wipe it away, the worse it looks for him. This is not the behavior of an innocent person who's absolutely not associated with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, is it?
I mean, he's even a worse artist than Hitler.
It's
Oh
true.
God, I didn't
Even a
even
worse
think about that
artist.
aspect.
Yeah, I mean, at least the perspective's not. I mean, it kind of is. That's some 2D
Another
ass
failed
drawings.
artist.
Yeah, that's some 2D ass drawings. Is that what he's mad about? He couldn't get into art school.
Probably.
Jesus. Jesus.
We have another Epstein-related story here. Oregon senator uncovers Epstein financial records as Trump calls a hoax. Senator Ron Wyden is pushing back hard after President Trump dismissed renewed interest in Jeffrey Epstein's crime as a hoax and a scam. The Oregon Democrat revealed Thursday that a detailed Treasury Department file shows Epstein moved nearly $1.1 billion through just one of his bank accounts, including through thousands of wire transfers possibly tied to sex trafficking. Speaking as the top Democrat on the Senate Finance Committee, Wyden said the still undisclosed Epstein Treasury file contains actionable information that should be fully investigated. He said investigators found links between Epstein and sanctioned Russian bank accounts and payments tied to women and girls from countries like Russia, Belarus, Turkey, and Turkmenistan. These are not conspiracy theories, Wyden said. These are real leads pointing to an international sex trafficking operation. Wyden accused the Trump administration, including Attorney General Pam Bondi, of blocking access to the full file, despite previously campaigning on transparency. He said repeated requests to review the material were denied. I don't know why Trump wants this to go away, but we're not letting it, Wyden said. No one gets to sweep this under the rug. He is now calling for the Treasury Department to release the full Epstein file to the Senate so lawmakers can follow the money themselves. Why would he not want this out? I mean, if it doesn't have anything to do with him,
Because it
release
does.
the
He was a
Epstein Treasury file. I know.
college dropout math teacher. Yeah, he was. I wonder.
Why?
I mean, if there's a reason they're not. There's a reason they're not releasing it. Just saying, and appreciate the 5 over on YouTube. Thank you. Could we get some dubs and drumsticks in the chat? Appreciate it. Thank you. There's a reason he's not releasing them. We all know this. We all know why he's not releasing them. Every single person in here. And if you don't think so, you're lying to yourself. There's a reason. There's a reason that he hasn't released them. How widespread could it be?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you'll notice the language he uses around this, calling it a hoax. What else has he called a hoax? The Russia investigation, the impeachment hearings, all of those things were called a hoax because they implicated him. They had to do with his name. They targeted him. So of course this has to do with him. He wouldn't call it a hoax if not.
Yeah, and see, MAGA, they really do think those things were hoaxes. So, and most of them are really like looking forward to this list. So for him to actually use that verbiage is like, wait a minute, hold on. You can't put the list and call it a hoax. Like, you know what I mean? They're having a hard time with it. Mag, are y'all okay? They're having a really
They're
difficult
not.
time with this whole list situation, which they should.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
They
it
are.
gets worse. We have another Epstein story here. The White House on Thursday attempted to close the door on President Trump's role in the Epstein saga, rejecting calls from within his own political base for a special prosecutor and casting his recent comments about the Epstein hoax as a swipe at Democrats, not a dismissal of Epstein's crimes. Speaking from the briefing room, White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt faced a number of questions from reporters about the administration's decision to not release any more files from the case, which has alienated many of Trump's most ardent supporters. Leavitt said that the White House had no authority over the release of sealed documents, yes it does, and deflected blame towards the Justice Department and the courts. In
You know,
terms of redactions or grand
wait,
jury seals, what's up?
wait a second. Wasn't their argument the opposite about the documents? Their argument was the opposite about the documents that were in his house.
Yeah, they said he could declassify anything
They said he
by
could
thinking about
declassify
it.
anything. So
And
now
now
he
he
can't.
can't?
Now I
Right.
can't, exactly. And this is where
Interesting.
some of them are making videos. Like I have a MAGA mutual on here, and she made a video yesterday, and she took all her Trump stuff, put it in the yard in like a little circle, and burned it. And she
Yeah.
said, this list, it exists, and now you must be on it. There's the only explanation that some of them are coming up with. So fair
Even
enough.
Victor Neves, of
Oh
all
yeah,
people.
Victor
Yes, the
Nieves,
little
yeah.
elf himself is turning.
Wow, he's on the right side. It's
RC.
almost like we told them about this for fucking at least a decade. I can't believe it. It's like they
I
weren't
know,
warned at
they're
all.
slow, aren't they?
We
They're
didn't
slow.
Wait
warn
till
them
they
at
find out
all.
about Katie Johnson.
It's like when
Um,
someone's
Art-
I
talking.
know.
It's like when someone's talking and you catch on to what they're saying. You're like, wait, what? It's like that. Just 10 years later. Like,
What'd he
wait,
say?
what? Wait, hold on. What?
Wow.
Sorry, go ahead, Josh.
No, RC jumped on Pickles live, and he was like, "Oh, this is killing me too. This is backing me. I don't want Trump anymore because of the Epstein list." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't buy it." And then I saw Victor's post, and I'm like, "Oh, that's why." Because RC
Yeah,
follows
he's
Victor
Victor
like a
Simp.
puppy dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
embarrassing.
this guy.
I know.
Still
it's
don't
like
trust
literally
him,
just. I can't believe we told them this. Can't
Yes,
believe we told them this.
that's
Wow.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. We did tell them. Now, I don't know if I read this story yet, but I'll follow it up with this. The Justice Department has fired Maureen Comey, the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey and federal prosecutor in Manhattan, who worked on the cases against Sean Diddy Combs and Jeffrey Epstein. 3 people familiar with the matter told the Associated Press on Wednesday. There was no specific reason for her firing. According to one of the people, they spoke to the AP on the condition of anonymity to discuss personal matters. Maureen Comey was a veteran lawyer in the Southern District of New York, long considered to be the most elite of the Justice Department's prosecution offices. Her cases included the sex trafficking operations of Epstein, who unalived himself while he was waiting for trial in 2019, and the recent case against Combs, who ended earlier this month with a mixed verdict. She didn't immediately respond to messages seeking comment Wednesday. He's covering his tail. I think it's kind of obvious that he is doing that at this point.
Ugh.
Gonna need it to be more obvious to the people that are still following him and making excuses. There's just this is the last straw for them. I mean,
Yeah. I think, honestly, I think this story might come out before the midterms, if not before the end of the year. He might not be president by then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just have to
think
keep
that's what it's
reminding
looking
people. Yeah, you know
God.
who's on the list. What the list should be like. The Epstein P3DO list. That's what it
That's
should
right.
say. And just keep
Do you-
reminding these are little girls. These were not women. These were girls.
Do you have your told you so background yet? I don't. Jason, appreciate the 10 over on YouTube. Can we get some dubs and drumsticks in the chat for Jason?
Thanks.
Appreciate it,
We
Jason.
should make one.
Hmm?
We should make one. Yeah, I told you so.
Make one?
Yeah. And then we got 2 stories that are surprisingly not Epstein related. The Justice Department is asking that a former police officer found guilty of violating the civil rights of Breonna Taylor in 2020 when she was shot and killed by police in her Louisville home be sentenced to, get this, 1 day in jail. The officer, Brett Hankison of Kentucky, was convicted on 1 count of abusing Breonna Taylor's civil rights last year after firing several shots through Taylor's bedroom window during a police raid. He is set to be sentenced on Monday. Taylor's killing became a pillar of the Black Lives Matter movement and one of several cases that sparked nationwide protest against police violence in 2020. If granted, a shortened sentence could reinflame tensions with activists who believe government institutions protect officers from facing consequences. But in a court filing Wednesday, the Justice Department argued that although Hankison was part of a team executing the warrant, defendant Hankison did not shoot Miss Taylor and is not otherwise responsible for her death. Counsel is unaware of another prosecution in which a police officer has been charged with depriving the rights of another person under the Fourth Amendment for returning fire and not just injuring anyone, prosecutors wrote in their filing. The request for Hankison to serve 1 day behind bars would mean a sentence of time served, meaning that he would not return to jail. They are also asking Judge Rebecca Grady Jennings to sentence him to 3 days of supervised release. Oh yeah.
No?
Thoughts?
Sorry, you guys want to go ahead? I'll be right back. I keep fucking coughing.
No
Sorry,
problem.
I'll be right back.
We have those days. I think it really just undermines faith in our institutions and in the police that you can get away with shooting somebody through a door who was not in any way violent towards you and face no accountability for that. But I think 1 day especially is laughably insulting. I think it's bad. I think there needs to be some sort of precedent for something like this, and to say, oh well, you violated someone's rights, you get 1 day in the hag, is simply not acceptable. I think it spits in the face of her family and the activists who went out of their way not just to protest, but to reframe our police practices and the no-knock warrants, no-knock practices now being in place. That's because of her. Breonna's law is because of this. And that did not happen in vain. That did not happen just for the sake of somebody to have 1 day behind bars and face no sort of retribution.
What is the 1 day supposed to teach this person?
Don't do it again.
Right. Right.
It's sad. It's pretty embarrassing.
I'm sure it's very insulting for her.
Yeah, it'd be funny if you. I'm not gonna say that, but
I think I know. Yeah, immediately. Yeah.
I don't know. Something. Anyways, yeah. So it's sad. It's depressing, and it's a huge insult to everything that the people who strove for progress in her name fought for. And last story here. Trump administration ends 988 unaliving and crisis lifelines specialized service for the LGBTQ plus youth. The N88's unaliving and crisis lifeline specialized services for the LGBTQ plus youth have officially ended operations, meaning people contacting 988 for help no longer have to press option 3 to reach counselors specifically trained to respond to the needs of this group. The Lifeline, a subnetwork for LGBTQ plus youth soon after its launch in 2022, the Lifeline included a subnetwork, but the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, announced last month that those services would be coming to an end. The Press 3 option was established as a pilot program in the fiscal year 2022. Under a government agreement with a third party. The fiscal year 2023 omnibus included a congressional directive for $29.7 million to fund the specialized services. Federal funding in fiscal year 24 for the Press 3 services increased to $33 million. SAMHSA said in a statement in June. As of June 2025, more than $33 million in funds have been spent to support the subnetworks, fully expecting the monies allocated for the 988 Lifeline LGBTQ plus subnetwork services, the statement said. Everyone who wants to contact the 988 Lifeline will continue to receive access to skilled, caring, culturally competent crisis counselors who can help with unaliving substance misuse or mental health crises of other kind of emotional distress. The Lifeline has 2 other subnetworks, which both remain in operation. A Press 1 option to be connected with the Veterans Crisis Lifeline and Press 2 option to be connected with Spanish-speaking services. According to the latest data from the SAMHSA, nearly 16.5 million people have been called, texted, or sent chats to the 988 Lifeline and have been transferred to a crisis contact center since July 2022. It's estimated that nearly 1.5 million of those were rerouted to the LGBTQ plus specialized service. Many LGBTQ plus youth advocacy groups, including the Trevor Project, say the move to end the specialized services puts many young people at risk. Because it does. And I think it's very clear the disdain that this administration has for the LGBTQ community, particularly of the youth, in the fact that at the very start of Pride Month was a series of attacks towards the progress made towards them, including the 988 hotline, including renaming ships after LGBTQ activists, and the legislation that they've supported in undermining protections in healthcare, education, and otherwise for the LGBTQ plus community. So I no longer want to hear that Trump is the first president to support these people, because clearly he doesn't.
No, not at all. And I've had some really crass people when talk about this on panels. They say, well, they could just talk to the regular one, the regular self-unaliving. What does it matter? Not understanding that, I think it's obvious. And oh, actually, there's something that people are saying that Canada has opened up a line. I looked into it, I fact checked it, and actually, this came out a couple of months ago, and Canada has not, the government has not confirmed that they're opening up an LGBTQIA line. But I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't do it. But yeah, it's just going to be more blood on their hands.
Yes, indeed. And needlessly so.
Yeah, so I know I take this back to fascism a lot, and I take this back to the 1930s and 1940s. But we do know, history shows, Dachau was the first concentration camp ever opened. And the first thing they did was attack the LGBTQ community, the disabled community, as well as socialists and communists. And we can see that happening within this administration, all the way down to taking away lifelines for the LGBTQ community. So that way we don't have to put them in concentration camps because they'll take care of this themselves. We don't have to deal with people with disabilities and put them in concentration camps or work camps because they won't have the social services to keep them alive, simply because we defunded social welfare systems and we don't have anybody answering the phones to service their needs. Like this doesn't have to be a blatant attack like we don't like this community or we don't like that community. They just have to defund things so that way they don't exist anymore. And that's what we're seeing right now with the 988. It's literally you if we were to say, "Hey, Republicans, Donald Trump just defunded the hotline specifically set up for veterans to prevent unaliving themselves," Republicans would lose their freaking minds.
Yeah.
But we can say the exact same thing for the LGBTQ community, and they don't understand why. Why can't they just call? Well, we
Call
have
the
people
regular line.
Spain. Yeah, we have veterans trained to help other veterans. You press one. To do hear it in Spanish, you press two. If you're part of the LGBTQ community, you press three. If we took away one, press one, you guys would lose your shit. Why are we not having those same? It's happening, guys. It's fucking happening.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yep.
is.
Trump posted something a moment ago. Oh, we got somebody.
Damn, Danny. Thank you so much for not begging to come up. That gets so annoying. But Danny, you're special. You're a VIP. Thanks so much for not doing that in the comments. I love that. High five,
I bet
Danny.
I
High
am.
five.
Hey, with all due respect, I always come up in here and I'm. You can call me a troll, you know what I've been doing, but I did fall. I fell far right. you know, when all this stuff started, when, you know, C hit and all that stuff, I did. But let me tell you something, and I felt hard for this guy when I voted for him. I did. And I'm still about that American spirit and all those things. The good spirited stuff. It's not just what he ran on. It was like everybody should have a right to come here because that, you know, my grandmother's from Brazil. She came here legally and did that. My grandma's from Brazil. She did it the right way, but at the same time, it's hard to do. You know, it's hard to do. And I understand that. And now it's just erupted into a bunch of craziness. And what bothers me the most is he ran on a campaign that he said he was going to release that list, and it did not. And now it was on Pam Bondi's desk. Oh, it was on Pam Bondi's desk, and now it's not. It was a hoax. He's telling us it was a hoax. Now, I am actually convinced that there are no sides. The sides have been taken down. Do you guys not see that? It is now not left versus right. It's us versus them. Did you guys not see that?
Yeah,
We
we've
saw
been
it.
saying this for a while, Danny.
Yes.
You're just about 20 years late to the You're about 20 years late to the conversation, Danny.
But you
And
guys
it's not-
favor the left, right? There is
Danny,
no
it's not
left.
us versus them. It's not us versus them. It's up versus down. And if you're on the left, the first thing you need to be against is capitalism. It's
agree.
the rich. It's a rich against the poor, and the poor are being the stuff is being taken away from us because of capitalism. That's where we start.
Yeah. It's not like that in Europe, huh?
Not
What do you
nearly
mean?
as bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean in Europe? What do you mean?
What, you don't think some other countries have it better than us right now? Where we're slaving away for chump change?
Yeah, Danny.
We're working over 40 hours a week when some countries can work 32-hour weeks and make more and afford more. Am I not right? And with healthier food, I can go to Puerto Rico right now and
Danny,
I can
if
eat
you
better.
ask
I can eat better in Puerto Rico than I can here in America.
Well,
And
that's America,
crazy.
but
That's
still
crazy.
Danny, that's still America. Thank you. Puerto Rico is still America. But yeah, I have to live abroad, and you're right. You don't have to work 40 hours a week, and you'll still like make money. You have universal health care. Why did you stop looking at and going, I fell in love with this guy. Start falling in love with concepts that progress people's lives and make a positive impact in people's lives.
I agree.
Not
I
freaking
agree.
idiots like this guy.
hang
Don't
on, he
fall in
seems
love with
open.
Wait. Repeat yourself. What'd you just say?
idiots like Trump.
No. You call me a fucking idiot? Is that what you call me? Did your
Trump.
mom not teach you how to use clean words? You do not know how to
Trump.
talk to
No.
me like an
Bro,
adult?
shut
My
the fuck
mom-
up.
No, my mom's dirty. She's a dirty whore. No, I said Trump. Trump's the fucking idiot. And my
Well,
mom.
you know what? I can't trust anybody now at this point.
Yeah, well, fall in love. You said you fell in love. You fell hard for this guy. Start falling hard and falling in love with concepts that make a positive impact in your life and other people's lives.
I know what that concept is.
Sure you do.
I do.
You know
It's
what's
a
weird
book.
to me?
And you probably
You know
haven't
what's
read
weird to
it.
me?
But I believe in
Mein
that book,
Kampf.
and I believe.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Mein Kampf
Go
for
ahead.
sure.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know what I find interesting is like the thing that made you fall out of love with Trump is the thing we've known about the longest. Is that
So why
is that not weird?
why are you clowning me for that? Why don't you educate me why? Like, why don't you be a little more bigger
Well,
upper
I'm
about
not
it
clowning
instead
on
of
you. I'm just saying, like, I'm not clowning on you. I'm just
you are, buddy.
Bigger
You are.
upper.
you'd know if I was
Yeah.
clowning on you. I'm not clowning on you. Look, like the thing is, like, we've been trying to tell you this, and you guys have been like, oh, he's good on this or that or this, and then it turns out he's not, and then he doesn't do
Dude,
the
I'm
one thing
not.
he promised, the thing we've
I'm
known
not
about the
shopping
longest
at
time. I'm
Toys.
just,
I'm not shopping at Toys R Us, dude. That thing got shut down a long time ago. Give me some big boy fucking words to make me understand why I fell in love and fell out of love. Talk to me like a fucking adult, bro.
cool. The long story
dude,
is it's fanaticism. That's why. It's fanaticism. It's like it's an addiction, right? Like alcohol.
Oh,
It'll make you feel good if you drink it every once in a while.
You're talking to a fucking addict right now. A drug addict and a fucking alcoholic. Don't tell me Donald Trump is an addiction compared to what I have to fucking battle with every single fucking day.
Yeah, it's an addiction.
It's weird.
Fanaticism
Hey,
fanaticism lights up all of the same fanaticism lights up all of the same areas of the brain, all of them that alcoholism does.
Maybe
That's
when
why
there's
that's why
moments of
people are able to forgive the negatives of alcoholism because it's an impulse, because it's doing something for them chemically in the brain. It's a very similar thing. That's not a knock on you, I'm just saying.
Same thing happens to cults.
Donald Trump doesn't get me high. What are you guys talking about?
It's the same chemical reaction in your brain, bud.
You guys are now you guys are some full of shit.
Yeah,
Like, you can't.
whatever. It doesn't matter. Danny, what book were you going to suggest to us? Because we don't.
I said
We're not
Bible.
readers, Danny.
Oh, well, if you're not readers, then you don't know the book.
No, just give us the name of the book, Danny.
Starts with a B.
Bolsonaro.
Well, because we're not going to go into that because it's gonna off track thing. But look,
Okay.
my point of coming up
we
here
know
was
where
to
he's
agree. I was gonna, I come up here and I'm sitting talking shit, and it's like now I feel like I'm in a fucking lost position, and I feel like our country is in. We are just. I don't. It's more. I think it's more scary than it was before Trump was back in office, and it's like, and it's like if you can understand the feeling of not knowing who to turn to at this point because you got like conservative friends. I don't want to turn to them because I don't think they understand. No one's talking to anybody. I don't want to turn to the left. It's just like I don't have that anymore. It's just like we are fucking dude. Shit's gonna get wild, and I think we need to stick together.
Elizabeth, appreciate it. Thank you for the 5. Tell the caller to watch the documentary, The Brainwashing of My Dad. It explains all this. Elizabeth, appreciate it. Thank you for the 5. If you guys want support, there's a Venmo Cash App in the bio. You guys can sub on any one of the platforms. Send supers. Would appreciate it. It's been a rough month, all things considered for me. But yeah.
I just wanted to say, I hadn't spoken much in this exchange here, but I'd say, like, if you're feeling lost, the people who you should find some sort of solace in are the people who are willing to call out their own sides and often make that central to who they are the people who can say, hey, our side, while that might be my side, isn't 100% perfect. And these people, a part of us, need to be rooted out. As with the opposite side, they have their demons too, and they need to sort their crap out. But if people are going to be so partisan and only point the finger in one direction while ignoring the 3 others pointing back at themselves, I wouldn't trust those people. I wouldn't trust somebody like Vance. I wouldn't trust somebody like Kash Patel or Pam Bondi. I wouldn't trust those figures anymore. But I'd say, if you're looking for more open-minded sources, people like Bernie Sanders regularly criticizes the Democratic Party. He's still caucuses with them, but recognizes the faults in their movement. Somebody with an open perspective. I think that would be a good place to reorganize your priorities.
Yeah. But are they recent
Good advice.
ideas? Because he's up there.
He's had these ideas for years now, but he's just one person in a Congress of 435 people, so just
Dad
one
shoes.
voice alone can't make change.
Dad Shoes, appreciate the 10 over on YouTube. Thank you. Tia, appreciate the 10 gifted subs. Can we get some dubs for both of them? Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Can we get some dubs and drumsticks in the chat again? We're going to be cranking back up on Monday, going full force again. So, yeah, if you guys want to support, would appreciate it. We're going to be back to our normal, regular program on Monday. Morning and night should be good. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
I
even say on the Republican end, Congressman Massey is somebody I would trust.
Oh yeah. Plus MAGA hates him.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Danny,
I appreciate you guys' feedback. I really do.
Sure.
you seem like a reader. You were talking about reading the Bible, I think earlier. If I gave you a website to check out, would you be willing to read a couple things?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, I will.
Check
I'm
check
kind
out
of a
the-
fast reader. Okay, go ahead.
That's cool. It's a really long website. Check out trumpfile.org.
Okay.
.org.
Great. Yeah, .org, not .com. Trump file. It's not files. It's singular. And then you can go to mypalmbeachclerk.com, and in the little search bar, just search Jeffrey Epstein in the search bar,
Why is it
and
Florida?
it'll pull. Because there was a court case against Jeffrey Epstein and
Oh yeah,
Donald
yeah, yeah,
Trump
yeah,
in
yeah,
Florida.
yeah.
So,
And
like, if you're
his buddy
now,
got him off. I know. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, if you're now realizing the things that we've been talking about for years,
Well, no.
now you can check out these. Well, just check out these websites, man. Now that you've got a little more clear vision that this stuff isn't to be trusted, maybe these websites that have been telling you, hey, we've had court cases with Donald Trump where victims had testified against him doing things to them, and then we have a website that literally tracks all his legal issues, all the way from his father. Just check them out. You
I
seem
will.
like you want to learn more. There you go.
Yeah, I will for sure. I
All right.
just want to. I just want to have a. I just want to go back to when times are better. You know, like fucking a, dude.
I
This
think
is
we all
crazy.
do.
Yeah.
But I can appreciate you willing to call out your side and sort of figuring out where you want to go from that,
It's
because
fucking
I can't imagine that's been
ridiculous.
easy. Well,
It's
it
re-
is.
it's fucking ridiculous, bro. Like
It
when
is.
that happened, I was like, are you lying to our face on national TV? Like I'm surprised that more Republicans aren't like, are you kidding me? You ran on this and now, oh, Pam Bondi, it was on her fucking desk and now it's like, oh, now it's a fucking hoax? You gotta be kidding me. You have to
Yep.
be fucking kidding me. And that pisses me off. Like
And
I don't even like
right.
Gavin Newsom. I don't like Gavin Newsom, and that's my fucking governor. Fuck him. But you
Mine
know what?
too.
Fuck Trump, dude. Fuck that motherfucker. That's bullshit.
Yep. And
You know,
you have to take into consideration, if he's willing to lie about this, what else is he lying about? What else is he
yeah.
hiding?
Well,
What
you
else does
know
he
what?
know?
I think that they were hiding that shit, and I fucking hate to see it because maybe his name was there. I don't fucking know. But you know what?
Let's be real. It is. It's there. We
I,
don't
I,
know
pre-
for a fact.
yeah.
We know that it's true. It's there.
I don't even know. It's like I'm just looking around for some friends, dude. I appreciate you guys bringing me up, dude. I won't waste any more
No
of your time.
problem. Yeah,
But
come back
hey,
anytime.
I always fuck with you guys. But I respect what you guys do, and I wish you guys all the success going forward. And I'm sure
All
we'll
right.
talk soon.
Sure. Thank
All
you.
right,
Thanks
appreciate
for
it,
watching
man.
the show.
Take care.
Appreciate you guys. All right.
Still not inviting you to Thanksgiving, bro.
Anyways, if you guys want to double tap the screen, comment, interact, help get the people in here. If you guys want to debate, go ahead and hop on in. Would appreciate it. That would be cool if you could double tap the screen. Help us hit the. Well, I gotta switch up the goal now because. Hold on.
What do you think of Thanksgiving at a Republican's house is like? Other than
Hell.
turkey drier than toilet paper, right?
Yep, dry turkey for sure. No seasonings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have that.
Alright,
You
there we
know,
go.
we always joke around. We say that one drunk uncle in the corner is like the weird guy.
Mm-hmm.
For them, it's everybody except for one, and you're the one person. You're the non-MAGA is the weird guy for them. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
Wendy,
it's like.
appreciate it. Thank you. Just because Twitch. You're talking about Twitch?
Praying for 8 hours.
Mac, appreciate it. Thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Thank you. Said Twitch.
Super
Twitch.
uptight. I see that.
Appreciate it, Mac. Thank you.
But on a more specific level,
Appreciate
I
it.
like to think there's some big old 91-year-old bulldog under the table that they're just feeding every fucking thing possible to the damn thing. What is that? And the whole place is not air conditioned at all. It's just fans running constantly, and you can't hear over anybody. That's sort of what I imagine when I
Yeah.
think of it. And they use the 1980s style electric turkey carver that has all the shit flying everywhere and stuff, getting all over your clothes. That's what I imagine conservative Thanksgiving's like.
Yeah.
Probably.
Did you hear Trump's excuse on why his hands are all bruised up?
The handshaking.
The
He's
handshaking
been
and
working out,
aspirin.
y'all. He's been working out.
Yeah.
I'm doing hand jobs.
You know, the leg thing, like the first thing they check when you're not when your veins aren't pumping properly, right? The first thing they're gonna check is for blood clots, and like that's because that's going to lead to deep vein thrombosis. Now, a thrombosis is a blood clot.
Right.
It's just an embolism is a blood clot on the run. It's a blood clot that's come loose and it's like traveling through your shit. A thrombosis is a legit blood clot. So, like, I don't know how much longer we got this old man.
It's probably
might-
not
it might
long,
be
to be
over.
honest with you. But here's what
Which
they
one
don't
works the
show you.
fastest? Which one's the fastest? Which one
Let's
of
see.
those two, Josh? Which of those two does the job the fastest?
See,
What? Deep vein
Hold
thrombosis?
on, them bad
Yeah.
boys are thick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Jesus, good lord, look at that. Look at those
Well,
tree
it's
trunks.
not just his legs, but the rest of him looks bad. Like he's fucking shorter than Melania in this picture here.
Bro, it's
he's
looking like he's
slumped.
wearing fucking ankle
He's
monitors.
shorter than her.
Good lord. Good God.
Huh.
Good
Not
lord.
looking good. It's like, sit up.
I don't
Damn.
think he can. I think he's
I think
deteriorating.
so.
I really
He's
think he's
just
deteriorating.
mushed. It's like the jack-o'-lantern on November 10th.
Yeah.
It's rotting.
Cankles
the
of the
worst,
United
anyway.
States.
Cankles. You know, the
Can you imagine the pitting that he has on his calves? Like when he takes his socks
Ooh,
off?
God, I know the
Oh,
indents
wow.
from his shoes on his
Yeah.
ankles.
No, what does he got? Like, he's probably got cellulite in his ankles, honestly, at this point.
Mm.
It's muffin top.
I
of
mean,
his
it's
socks.
probably, you know what I mean? My ankles don't jiggle
There's
jiggle.
actually a very basic test that you can do when there's swelling like that. There's a basic test where you just push down, and you see how long it takes to come back to normal.
Yeah.
That won't come back to normal. If you were to press into his skin, it would not come back to normal for minutes.
So what's next? Epstein file showed Trump involvement. What happens?
Pitting, correct? Pitting.
Man, it's not looking good.
No, it's not.
If he dies before stage 9 cancer Biden,
Honestly,
gonna be wild.
Best way to end it. Yeah.
Good lord. Those are some.
but
Those are
JD
some
Vance, you
sausages.
guys, JD Vance.
We can deal with Vance. Just meme him to obliteration, pretty much.
God, those things are some nubbins. Wow. Anyway. You know where I want to go?
Hmm.
Disneyland.
Don't we all?
Again?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
don't you do
I'm not
Universal
gonna.
instead?
I'm not gonna. I'm just saying. It'd be nice to go. It'd be nice to go. Baby K's mom went down there and he was upset about it. She went to Disneyland with adults. And I don't get to go. I need a vacation. He said, "Can I go on a vacation soon?" That's what he said. I need to go on a vacation. I was cracking up. It's like, kid, you're 5.
It's summer
you're 4,
for
you're
him.
good. I know.
Right.
I know. He's having a
Yeah,
blast.
this is
though.
his vacation. Living.
He's having a blast and a great summer. But I do want to. I think I might take tomorrow off, depending on if not I can get him, because I would like to take and hang out with him for the weekend. So
The kid's talking like he's
Kevin.
working in the mines already.
Yo,
Hey,
what's up, Kevin?
hey, you got me? What's up, bro?
how's it going?
What's happening?
I'm back. Yeah, every time I hop on this live, I get kicked. It's like weird. It's like I start talking and then I get kicked. But
I
what
don't
you
know.
want to have a debate?
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, I mean,
Charlene,
that's what
appreciate
happens
it.
every
Thank you.
time.
Explain why
I bring
Trump
up a
stole
good
that
point and then I
medal.
get kicked.
Explain why Trump stole that medal at the soccer ceremony.
Okay.
Charlene, appreciate it. Thank you.
I haven't
Oh,
watched
yeah.
that. I feel like it was. I feel like I watch CNN. I listen to CNN sometimes. I feel like if it was that bad, they would have showed me.
So what?
I
what?
think if Joe Biden did that, Fox News would be showing it, huh?
What, the
Joe Biden did what?
trophy thing?
No, if Joe Biden did what Trump did with the trophy thing that y'all just brought up, wouldn't it be on Fox News?
They did show it. Yeah, they did.
When Joe Biden did it?
Joe Biden didn't do that though.
No, but I just said if Joe Biden did it, wouldn't they be showing it on Fox News?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So why aren't they? Why isn't CNN?
because it's a double standard. Well, CNN showed it. Fox
No, I didn't
isn't
see. I
because they
watched
hold it.
CNN like a couple hours ago. I didn't see it.
Well, yeah, because it happened a few days ago.
Well, if they would still be showing it, trust me, because
No,
they've
they
got
wouldn't.
nothing.
They're focused on the Epstein thing, my guy.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's
They don't care
nothing.
about a damn
That doesn't
trophy.
affect anything. I mean,
Yeah, we're
I'm
not
being
talking
honest.
Then
about
why
it
would
as
they
a-
care about a trophy? That doesn't affect
Yeah.
anything.
Well, Epstein's
Literally
just a,
nobody
they have
watches
nothing on
CNN.
Epstein. Tell me something bad about Trump with Epstein. Tell me.
Katie Johnson,
He was best
Okay,
friends with him.
what you got? What you got?
he's accused of allegedly raping a 13-year-old girl, Katie Johnson, in 2006.
Who?
I just told you.
Donald Trump?
Yes.
He's accused. Okay, so why doesn't CNN have that on the screen when I turn it on?
You don't need to hear that story day to day for it to be true.
So you're telling me if Fox
Like, this
News-
is a stupid way. This is
If
actually
Joe
a
Biden
stupid
did
argument that something can
Joe
only
Biden-
be valid if it's on TV 24/7.
No, I'm just saying, use your common sense. If Joe Biden
That
did
is
it,
common
Fox News-
sense.
Fox News would have
You're
it all
basing
over
it.
the media.
You are basing your understanding
No.
of factual
I
stories in the
understand
news.
politics.
Excuse
That's what I
me.
understand.
Can I finish, please? Something you've probably heard a lot. You're basing your interpretation of stories in the news as to whether or not they're on news cycles 24/7. That's not how the news works. There are day-to-day things that need coverage. Why are they going to fixate on a case that's nearly, I don't know, what, 15 years old at this point?
No, here's where you're wrong. Fox News' whole purpose is let's prove the Democrats wrong, right? CNN and MSNBC's whole purpose is let's prove the Republicans wrong. Everybody knows that. If they have bad stuff, on
Okay,
Donald
stop
Trump,
basing
like that,
stop basing the
true.
reality of the
It's
world off
true.
of two news networks. That's such a
if you want to know
narrow-minded
what the
scope.
Republicans did bad,
None
you
of
go to
us here even
CNN.
watch those, either one. But you've
Okay, well, I'll
limited your
watch them.
source of information down to two televised cable access networks, and I
Because
think
they
that's such
search
an
for news more than
embarrassing,
you.
dismal way to approach the world.
Those reporters from CNN, they research this way more than you do. They'll find anything on him. You can find what? You search maybe a couple
Kevin.
hours a day?
Kevin, did you come here
No.
to talk about CNN
No, I'm just
and like
using
other
common
news
sense.
stations?
Yes, that's not common sense. You're saying because they don't report on it
So
24/7, it must not
MSNBC
be
doesn't
true.
know the story you're talking about?
They know about the Katie Johnson story.
So why would they put it
Why
up-
would they need to keep the story going a year and a
Because
half?
they want to prove Trump wrong. That's what Fox
The
News does
courts
every
can
day,
do
doesn't it?
that. News agencies don't do that.
Oh, what does MSNBC do during about 7 o'clock to 12 o'clock at night? What do they do?
I wouldn't
What
know.
is
I
their
don't
show?
watch
Dumbest
it.
conversation.
Their whole
Stupid
show is
This is
how stupid
really
Republicans are.
boo tomatoes. Everybody
Oh,
in here is
boo!
bored.
Because I'm making common sense. Let's debate
How is
policy.
this
I
common
love
sense?
policy.
No, it's
I love
because
policy.
you're not.
Let's debate policy.
What is
Can we debate
policy?
policy?
If this is how you debate media, I regurgitated the thought of you debating policy. but
For y'all, I would too, because common sense. People know their TV channels. They know
common sense
205.
ain't so common,
They know 205 is
especially for
Republican.
Republicans. My God,
and
if you voted
200
for
is
somebody,
CNN.
if you voted for
Yes, they
somebody
do.
who thinks, excuse me, if you voted for somebody who thinks Hannibal Lecter endorsed him and windmills cause cancer, you don't fucking have common sense. You have no goddamn leg to stand on.
believe those
And if you
words.
I
do,
mean, would it be
it's fucking
common-
swollen at the ankle.
When he said that, I believed it 100%. You know I
Shit,
did.
that
So,
was good.
so I'm
That was
sorry, I don't
good.
have any common sense. I believe people know there's Democrat news and Republican news. I guess I'm wrong though. But okay, let's
What?
debate
Wait a minute.
policy. Let's debate policy. Let's do it.
Hey man,
'Cause
before we debate policy, Kevin, can you tell me what the three branches of government are?
executive, the judge, and the legislative.
The judge?
Judicial.
That's
You
that's
caught me
cool.
off
Man. Can you
guard.
can you tell me how
caught
many
me off
people are in
guard.
the House? No, seriously, how many people are in the House of Representatives?
Don't know. Up in the 200s. Maybe more. 300s. Don't know.
200?
I think it's
200,
important if we're gonna have these
300. Y'all are a
conversations.
lot
You should
smarter.
know basic
Y'all are a
civics,
lot smarter
Kevin.
than me. I'll give you that. Y'all know this stuff. Y'all can prove me wrong easily, so do it.
Prove 'em-
Let's
what do you
debate
want to be
policy.
proved wrong on? What do you want to be
Healthcare. Let's
proved
do
wrong?
it. What's the problem with healthcare, buddy? Because I'm y'all guys
The
are more
problem with
educated.
healthcare is
Yeah.
well, the problem with healthcare is there's approximately
Let's do it.
80 million people that are underinsured. That's actually going up
Okay.
now. There's about 16 million people that are not insured.
Okay.
What is it? 300,000 bankruptcies are attached to medical debt every single
Okay.
year. What else am I missing? 45,000
Oh, the
people
big
die
one.
a year. That
No,
number is
you're
going to
missing
go
the
up
big
because
one.
of Trump's bill. What?
No, you're missing the big one. You're missing the biggest one of all. I don't think you're missing.
I
You're
feel like
missing the biggest one of all.
45,000 people dying a year is a big one, but I could be
Oh, I
mistaken.
think the biggest one is that we're the most expensive in the world by like 6 to 10 times.
Why might that
Yeah,
be?
we
It's
know
not. It's not
that.
6 to 10 times. But why?
Oh,
Why
so what
might
is
not
it then?
that be?
It's
It's about
drug costs.
twice.
What are
It's
they?
about twice as
No,
expensive.
it's not.
Drug
No, it's
prices,
not.
yeah, but
No,
no,
it's not.
our
No,
healthcare industry is more
drug
expensive.
prices are 6 to 10.
Can you
So
stop
you don't.
interrupting,
Why didn't you
please?
mention the prices? Why?
Can
Why did you
you,
mention
Hold on,
the
Kevin?
prices?
hold
Kevin,
on.
this is why you
Kevin,
get cut
slow
off. We were
down.
talking about healthcare, not pharmaceuticals. Our healthcare cost is about twice as much as the rest of the world.
Aren't drugs included in healthcare costs? Of course they are. They're like 50%. I would guess maybe even
Right,
Maybe,
more.
right,
but
but
there are
that's
subcategories.
only part of it. That's only
Oh,
part of
that's
it,
only part of
right?
it. That's a
So
big. So why didn't you mention it?
Because we're having a
why would I?
conversation. Can you calm
No,
down?
Because
no,
you're a
because you asked
Democrat.
me what was wrong with healthcare, and I told you like pharmaceutical prices being expensive is a problem, but we weren't talking
Okay, so
about
how do we fix
pharmaceuticals.
it?
We were talking about healthcare in general. It would be like if I was like, well, let's talk about cars, and I started to talk about engines, or no, it was like we were talking about cars. So I was talking about cars, then you were
Okay.
like started to talk about alternators. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
let's do
part
it.
of a
Let's engage.
car, but it's not something that I would include in the conversation when
Okay,
we're
I
talking
got you.
about a larger topic.
So here's my problem. I agree with what you're saying. The problem, there's a big problem with people being uninsured. So you want to have government healthcare insurance. The only problem with that is I think we should be focused on getting prices down. Because right now, if you put in government health insurance, it would cost the United States $2 to $4 trillion every year. So explain how you're going to
Right,
pay
but
for two
Because
to
it
four trillion
right,
saves
right. So
dollars.
hold on, Kevin. Do you know that our healthcare insurance is twice as much as the rest of the world, and they have government healthcare? So
No, no.
you're
Why
doing
is
this.
it?
Hold on,
You
Kevin.
stop
Kevin,
interrupting.
listen. You're doing the math wrong. Okay,
Okay.
we're
Okay.
looking for a reduction. So we spend about $4 trillion a year on healthcare. We're looking for a reduction over the healthcare, right? So
Uh-huh.
what you're saying is, well, it would cost us $2 trillion. Yeah, that's right. It would cost us $2 trillion, but that would be 2 trillion less than we're currently spending.
No, the government's not spending. No, that's not right. The government spends like 1.6 on Medicare and Medicaid. That we're not even talking about Medicare, so just Medicaid.
But a lot of
By
that
the
is going. A lot of that is going to the
Why
administrative
would we not
costs.
talk
by
about
no no.
Medicare?
By the way, why is Europe's healthcare cheaper than ours? Can you answer that question? Do you know the
Because
answer?
they're
Because they
universal.
support a
Because they're
single payer
government.
system.
No, that's not why. Just because they're universal,
Yes.
how does that make healthcare cost less because they're universal?
Because when you're in a private system, you have different insurances, different networks.
Oh, really?
Pharmaceuticals are out of control. So the administrative costs alone, right? And you also don't have bargaining power, like
Oh,
collective
the
bargaining over
administrative
treatment.
costs.
So
Oh,
can you
really?
please stop interrupting me?
You're missing out a big one. You're
Thanks.
missing a big one. Answer it.
Can you please stop interrupting me?
Yeah, go.
Cool. You're being combative for no reason. So when we're talking about healthcare costs, whatever it is, right? Like we don't do collective bargaining, right? Like Medicare has cheaper prices generally speaking because they have a lot more people in their network. So they can bring down prices. When you have a lot more people, you can collective bargain down prices. Instead, the way it works is that one insurance company will go get a price and another one will go get a different price. And so it's not standardized. It's the same way with pharmaceuticals. So, and administrative costs. These are all things that add to the cost that we could cut out if we went to a universal system by making Medicare, right, or a single payer system so that they could negotiate. And then you have one
Okay.
standardized price.
Okay. So this is where I shine right here. You ever heard of price caps? You missed
Go
out on
ahead.
the
I'm
biggest
sorry. It
deal
was
right
just
here.
funny.
You missed out on the biggest one right here. You missed out on
Greg,
price
appreciate the 10.
caps.
Thank you.
Don't.
Canada is not a rich company, but it
Price
costs
caps.
you.
That was addressed.
But it,
It's
but all it
against the
costs you
law
is
to
parking fees
charge
for that.
more.
Hold on, Austin, hold on. Canada is not a rich country, but all it costs you is parking fees for all hospital stays and doctor visits and dentist visit. Why can't a rich country do the same? Okay, so appreciate it. Thank you. What
I
did
can't
what was
respond.
your what
He
was
said
your
price caps,
response
but
to
that
that?
was
Yeah,
part of
have you
Tommy's
ever heard of?
answer.
I would think. Okay, you answer that with like
Yes,
2
that
minutes
was
spill.
in part.
Can I
That was
answer?
in part
Can
with
I
the
answer?
collective bargaining
Wait,
point.
hold on,
He
guys.
answers in a
Guys,
2 minute
hold
spill,
on. I haven't said anything. Hold on.
and he didn't mention price
Kevin,
caps.
hold on. I haven't said
That's
anything.
implied.
Hold on.
That's obvious. That's the biggest reason. It's
Okay.
against the law.
Kevin. Sorry, his name was Kevin. I'm going to mute you for a second. Go ahead, Paige.
Kevin, I'm going to need you to bring your energy down just a little bit. I don't know if there's a lag, but you're over talking a lot of people. So if you can bring that energy down, because you sound a little too much for like 10:30 at night. Okay? I want to hear you, but I can't.
Yeah. I'll be calm. So can I respond? I'll be calm. I'll be calm from now on. So what he just said, he went on for about 3.5 minutes, rambled about why.
Shut up, damn.
Why
Get
is
to the
healthcare
point.
cheaper? I
Bro,
can't
listen.
talk for
When you
why can't I give a response?
just don't,
Stop
because
bitching.
you're immediately
Okay.
trying to dismiss what I'm
Okay,
saying by
I
using
won't
language
dismiss.
like
I'll
he
just argue
rambled
my
on,
point.
yeah.
I'll just argue my
please.
point. Here's my point. So
Thanks.
you didn't mention price caps. If I was going to argue why prices are cheaper in Europe, I would think the main thing I would list is maybe it's against the law to charge more. That would be the biggest one, price caps. But instead you mentioned
Wait.
administration.
Okay,
You
the
really
failure
think
to mention
price
that
caps
point
would be a
doesn't
bigger
undermine the
deal?
fact. Universal health care over and above is cheaper. Why does
No,
it
but
matter if he
price
didn't
cap-
mention
it's
price
because of
caps?
the price
We
caps.
support that. We support that.
Okay, I
You
do too.
don't.
I do
You
too.
don't. You vote
Yes, I do.
Republican.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
We can
You
have price
voted for the
caps without
party.
universal
Excuse me.
healthcare.
You voted for the party that voted
No.
down the expansion of Medicare and Medicaid.
No.
That would have. Excuse me, that would have put price caps on things like insulin and heart medication. You voted against what? You live in a red state, do you?
I voted
California.
for
Is that
price
right?
caps,
You live in a
not
red
universal
state?
health care. I don't
Do you
want
live in
price
a red
caps.
state?
California.
You live in California?
Why do you have to take up
Okay, I
for
thought
the
that was
host?
the
Was
other
the host
guest.
getting beat too bad? Was the
Oh,
host
maybe
getting
it
beat
was
too
the other
bad?
We're
guest.
all
I don't know.
talking to
He
you,
mentioned-
asshole.
He didn't
I think it
mention
was the other
price
guest. But
caps.
you support
That's the
candidates and you
biggest one.
support policies
You're
that
lying.
in no way have endorsed price caps, and if anything, have made healthcare more expensive because of the
No, because I
privatization of
knew
it.
I'm not for universal health care. That's the reason why I voted for
You're
Donald
for
Trump.
price
Donald Trump
caps,
for
but
price
not universal healthcare. Why?
Yes, you can have price caps without universal health care.
Okay, which candidate supported price caps in the pharmaceutical industry?
Kamala Harris supported universal
Kamala
health
Harris,
care.
right? And so you didn't support that.
So,
she didn't support universal
No,
health
I
care.
think universal health care is worse than.
Okay, but
I
she
think
didn't
we-
run on
we-
universal health care.
But
Yeah,
listen,
4 years ago
Kevin,
she
Kevin,
did.
Kevin.
Well, it's
Kevin,
not 4
Kevin,
years ago.
What do you
Kevin.
think the direction is going?
Kevin.
I'm just being obvious.
Kevin. Kevin. Listen, okay, so you're not there because you're thinking like, well, we'll just. It's crazy they're anti-capitalist now. We'll just cap profits, right? That's what you want to do, okay? So they have
No,
their
I think we should
operating.
no.
Okay, hold on. They have their overhead for their company, right? And then they have to charge above that to make profit. If you're going to cap the prices, it's still not going to change what they're going to have to do to pay for stuff, right? It just means they're not going to be able to expand as much, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They won't make as much profit, which I'm not inherently opposed to, but it doesn't solve the root issue that there's a lot of things in our system that makes it so it's inefficient, makes it so it's more expensive, and a price cap doesn't address any of those. It
No,
doesn't
but
address
price
the
cap is
underlying
obviously
costs.
see, it's obviously the biggest one, though, isn't it? Obviously, I just told you that.
Can
It's
I
so why
clarify
don't you
something?
mention price caps?
Can I
Well, I would like to
clarify something,
clarify
Kevin?
I wish I could talk as long as you
Kevin,
have.
how are you pumped
No,
this up this late at night? Just chill out. Just have a conversation.
Because I like to debate, and y'all guys are.
I
liberals
just
that
want to
debate.
clarify what you're saying though. That's all. So your argument is you want price caps on prescriptions, correct?
Yes, just like Europe.
So we would how would that work? Who would enforce those price caps?
How does Europe do it? Their healthcare is so good.
They're public.
The public enforces price cap.
No, their system is a public system. It's not privatized. You're asking
no,
for a
but
universal
who
governmentally
enforces the
governmentally
price
enforced
Kevin,
cap.
Okay, I'm talking to this guy. Who enforces the price cap in France?
the government.
Okay, so why can't the government?
Which is
Because
hold on,
it's
hold
a
on.
public
What is
system.
what is the government?
Too hot.
You can't
Coming in
put a
too
price
hot,
cap
Josh.
on a
Kevin,
private
Kevin,
system?
Kevin, you gotta just
Sorry.
calm
Well, let me
down,
talk.
Kevin. You are talking.
Kevin, I'm trying to I'm trying
Okay, I'll
I'm holding
answer.
your
I'll
hand
answer.
walking
I'll
through
answer.
this. Who
Explain
is the
it
government? Who is the government, Kevin?
Is the government the same people that was going to put price
The
caps
government
on
is
groceries?
representatives of the public, correct?
Yeah, but why was Kamala Harris?
So
gonna
hold
put
on.
price
So
cap
you
on
want the
groceries?
government, the representatives of the public,
Yep.
to put price caps on prescription
Yes.
medications by
Yes.
pharmaceutical companies. Okay, cool.
Yes. Hmm.
So
All right.
that, my
Yes.
friend, is universal health care.
Here, yay.
How is that universal health care? Explain
You
that.
got
It's
it.
Is
because
there
it's
still
not
private?
privately run owned,
No,
Kevin.
no, no. But is
It's
there still
publicly
private
run.
insurance? Is there still private insurance?
There will be private insurance available, yes, but the general public will be available for a Medicaid or Medicare that is controlled pricing by the government.
So you're telling me if I put a price cap in, all of a sudden everybody gets health care? How does that work?
No, that's not. It would be
No
more
one's
than
What
just
is
suggesting
universal
that.
health care? Universal health care is everybody gets health care. So how does putting a price cap get everybody health care? Explain that one.
There's
Explain
like,
that brain
wait,
buster
hold
to me.
on,
No one
hold on,
argued
hold on, Kevin. I
What is
actually
universal health
lived.
care? What is it?
Kevin, I lived in Europe. Would you like me to explain
Yeah,
it to
explain. Explain it to me.
you? Right. So it's a number of different things. It's not just like capping prescriptions. And yes, you can still, and I did because I have epilepsy and I had to go to clinics a lot. I had private insurance supplemental to the free because the free only goes just so far.
Okay, so if I put a price cap in, everybody, what is universal health care? I thought universal health care was everybody gets health care. So explain to me
All right.
how putting a price
Let me
cap
explain
in
it to you,
gets
man.
everybody. Yeah,
I
explain
seem
it
to be
me. I
getting
wanna
across
know.
a little bit.
I want to know.
So let's say you have a company, okay, and in this company there's 100 people that work there. You work there, so you and 99 other people work there, Kevin. Now you want to go to your boss and you want to say, "Hey, I want a $5 an hour raise." But it's just you. It's you going to your boss and saying, "This is how much money I want." The boss can literally tell you to kick rocks. He will find a replacement for you before you even clock out. Right? Do you agree? Are we on the same page?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what if all 100 of these employees go to the boss and they say, "Hey, if you don't pay Kevin an extra $5 an hour, none of us are going to show up for work tomorrow." Do you think the boss would be willing to give you an extra $5 an hour?
You're talking about a strike?
Kevin, listen to my
That's a
narrative.
strike.
Listen to my. This is my
Yeah,
hypothetical
what's your
scenario.
hypothetical? What's the point?
My hypothetical scenario is you as a single person are not going to get that raise. But if you collectively, all 100 of you go and you say, "Hey, this is what we require, otherwise none of us are going to go to work." It's very similar to universal health care,
Oh,
Kevin. Instead of one person, instead of Kevin going to the pharmaceutical companies and saying, "This is what I want to pay," we have 350 million people go to the pharmaceutical companies and they say, "This is what we're willing to pay," which is typically at cost about 15% more than cost, because we understand businesses need to make money, right? They don't do this shit for free. So we'll pay about 15% more of what it costs for you to make it. Otherwise, if you don't sell it to us for that amount of money, none of us are going to buy your medications anymore.
okay.
Does that make sense, Kevin?
Oh, it does. So you can't have
That's
price caps
that, my
without
friend, is universal health care in a
You're sa-
nutshell.
So what you're saying is you cannot have price caps without universal health care.
My friend, I feel like
No, is that what
when
you're
I'm
saying?
when I'm on my
Yes or
deathbed,
no?
I am going to be wanting this breath back
No,
because I will need it.
Well, I want to quickly explain. Can you have price caps without universal health care? I don't see why not. 'Cause
So
Kamala Harris
technically,
wanted
but
to
it wouldn't
price cap
cover everything that you're
groceries.
talking about.
She
I mean, if
wanted
you're
to
trying,
price cap
let me
groceries.
just jump in here. You're trying to cap all pharmaceuticals, yes?
Yeah. What's wrong with
Okay. Nothing's inherently wrong with that idea. I would agree. The problem is Medicare doesn't cover all of those things. So you would only be selecting those within Medicare Part A or B plans that would otherwise be covered from that. The rest of them don't fall under that. So
What do you
some
mean?
of them may be covered under Medicare because that's a governmentally run sector. But private sector pharmaceutical industries cannot be capped because they're private. The government doesn't have oversight over those.
that? Does Europe do it?
That's the funny part, is that those are public.
No, but why can't we do it to a private?
Because Europe doesn't do it to private. Those sectors are public.
No, but why can't we do it to private?
We could.
How would you be
but
able to do that to private?
wouldn't.
Well, how are you going to put a price cap on
Kevin, we
groceries?
could, but the problem
we
is,
could,
is that
exactly.
we
So why not?
right. We could, but we still. There's a couple of problems. One, COVID set back the system a lot of money, but two, the other problem is that you can't. you're not addressing the overhead costs. You're not addressing the root cause, the
No,
lack
but
of
why
collective
couldn't you?
bargaining. We
Why couldn't
could.
you put a price
Sure,
cap?
sure, you
Okay,
could,
so
you
what's
could.
wrong
It's
with
not
it?
going to solve the problem though. How much
No,
are you
yes,
going to
it will.
reduce it by?
The money, the cost of drugs are going to go down in half.
No,
We
the
can
cost
solve it
of drugs.
immediately. Snap my fingers. Snap my fingers.
They
I put a
couldn't.
price cap. The cost goes down.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
could you do
they-
that for anything though? Like
Right, but
private housing?
Kamala Harris wanted to do it for groceries.
It wouldn't
No, she
stop.
Yes, you did.
Kevin,
Yeah,
if
you
you
know
don't
she did.
stop,
She ran on me.
Kevin, I don't need a headache this week.
I'm sorry. A smart MAGA comes up here. He's
No,
deadly.
no,
You couldn't
it's
even name the judiciary.
no, it's
I
it's
did.
not-
didn't I? See,
that's
you
not
should be
it.
so easy to destroy me. You can destroy me in a second, couldn't you? But you can't do.
You won't stop talking. And
Bro,
frankly,
you have
it'd
been
be easier to
yapping.
destroy if you understood our argument, but you don't. You keep repeating the circular
Right.
argument and saying, why don't we just do this when you don't understand why we can't? We've explained it 6 ways to fucking Sunday, and you
said I
don't
could?
understand it. Europe has a public sector when it
No,
comes to
dude said I
healthcare and
could.
pharmaceuticals. We have a private one.
Kevin, if you
You're
interrupt
arguing that the
again-
government intervenes in the private sector. You cannot explain how we do that.
Kevin,
Dude
if you
said you
interrupt
could.
again, I'm gonna have to kick you out of the live. I'm that
Okay,
serious.
that's what always happens.
Because you won't shut the fuck up. It's like a yap. It's like literally like yap city. Yap, yap, yap. Stop doing that. Thanks.
Let's argue
The
healthcare.
silence.
We are. Why are you opposed to going to a universal system? Let's ask that question. You want to put a band-aid on a
Okay.
bullet wound.
Okay. So let's get off that whole topic we just talked about. Y'all don't want to talk about it no more. Because it's going to
No one
cost
said
$2
we-
to $4
never mind.
trillion dollars. It's going to
Okay.
cost $2 to $4 trillion dollars.
It would be $2 trillion less than we currently pay.
Well, what do you mean? The government only pays 1.6.
You
right
earlier
now.
alluded to the fact that Europe pays half the cost as we do. So why would it be more expensive to cover now?
No, Europe pays a fraction of what we do for pharmaceutical
Okay, a
drugs.
fraction, half, whatever the case may be, they pay
No, way
less,
more than
right?
half.
They pay less, right? Can we agree to that?
Yeah. I
Per
agree. I
capita,
do
they
agree
pay
with that.
less for healthcare than we do.
Yep.
Then
Of
why would
course
it
they do.
cost us more if we switch to that system?
Because, no, it would cost us less if we put a price cap in.
I'm saying the system
It's
as a
simple.
whole,
It's simple.
because you compared it to their system, which is
No, because
universal
if we put
healthcare.
the
You didn't compare it
system-
just to price caps. It's the system as a
Okay.
whole.
Let's not talk about price caps then, because y'all hate to talk about
We're
price
talking
caps.
about price
Let's-
caps, but there's more to
Okay.
it. There's collective bargaining.
so
there's
I
bulk
asked
purchasing
you-
of pharmaceuticals
Okay,
and
okay.
equipment,
Okay.
which we don't do.
Okay. So price.
Catch your
Okay.
breath.
So y'all. What is it? Okay. Whatever. So yeah, we want to talk about anything other than price caps. I think we should just put a price cap in. I've
Can you
yet to
stop with
get
that bullshit? We're trying to talk about it. You don't understand it well enough.
I'm done with that. That was fucking painful.
All right.
I don't know what part of that you're. I don't know what part of that you're not getting. It's a simple math problem. Price cap, or address the root cause. Why are you so opposed? Because it would cost us $2 trillion, so we would save money, at least $1 trillion, at least. Could be more that we could save. I don't know. I've seen some studies that say we'd save $2 trillion, some that say we'd save $1 trillion. So,
For the comparison to work, he would have to compare it to another nation that has private healthcare insurance and sets price caps, which I'm not sure there is one.
yeah, I mean, we could price cap, sure. Whatever. I'm not opposed to price capping on fucking pharmaceuticals, so I'm not going to argue against that. But it's not going to solve the largest problem about the healthcare industry, which is the fucking price gouging and the fucking administrative costs. Or the administrative
There's
costs.
your
It's not going to
price
solve
cap all
that.
necessities.
Yeah, I'm fine with price caps. I don't care, but it is weird because that's a fucking socialist talking point. Now they're
I know.
supporting price caps. It's weird. I thought you're capitalists. Anyway,
I bet he hates Mamdani.
Probably.
What do you mean grocery stores that don't make money?
Yeah, hey, the views are up. That's
Yeah,
good.
the point is that we're just trying not to have like a situation where, it's so weird how they're going full circle. Is that not weird? They're going full circle right into socialism. Like rent control? I guarantee you they would not support that at fucking all.
No.
It's like they go down. It's like what? It's like you go down all of the worst options and end up at the obvious answer that you said that you flipped off on the way. You know?
I
No.
know.
Is the horseshoe theory real? Is
Yeah.
it happening right in front of us?
Yeah. It's more like a Homer Simpson donut for him. You know?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like we got somebody in the box.
Do we?
I don't know.
Oh, it's
My
great.
brain is mush.
Who's this ninja
Yeah,
dragon?
it's been a week.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
Good job on keeping your cool with Kevin nuts.
What's up, Grade? What's going on?
I've been
What's your
practicing.
take today?
Curious how MAGA's gonna actually respond, and actually if they're going to, ditch the cult, since, Epstein.
They've been blaming Jewish people. I've noticed there's a group within the MAGA that are just straight to this is all Israel. He's protecting Israel for this
Why?
because he's Jewish.
Was Epstein Jewish?
Are you,
I got
Genuinely
nothing.
curious. Was he Jewish?
his house was painted like the Israeli flag.
So I would say probably.
Yeah, it was white and blue.
Probably.
Oh. I actually genuinely didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
try.
figured the name, but I didn't want to assume,
Do we have anyone that wants to hop in the request? Sorry, Gray. Did you want to talk about healthcare?
Yeah, I was gonna. Well, I'm not here to debate you. You know me.
Yeah, no, I know.
But, but no,
So
Kevin was
Frankenstein's Jewish.
around.
Ooh, that's what I'm gonna call Trump from now on. I figured it out. So we call RFK Kinslayer. We call what's her name? No, the Kristen. No, what's her? How do you say her name? Kristen
Noem.
Noem? Yeah.
Um,
She's Puppy Slayer.
okay.
What's her name? Levitt is Nazi Barbie, and Trump I'm gonna call Turkey Legs. Because do you remember the SNL thing with Pete Davidson? By the way, I clowned on Pete Davidson. I think I'm the reason he's not on TikTok anymore. This is true. This is a true story. One of the last videos he posted was in like 2021. I left him a comment that I guess destroyed him. But he, because back at the time, like they had the Android phones hadn't really been integrated to the TikTok app, so all of the videos looked awful, terrible. And he had an Android, and so I was like, Petey, or you remember there was that sound like from 2021 that was like upgrades, Petey, upgrades, and I was like, Petey, upgrades, Petey, upgrades. What are you filming this on a flip phone? And he took like a S20 or whatever at the time box and like flipped it on the table, and I was like, so SNL's not paying you enough for an iPhone? And he fucking deleted the video. He deleted the video. I don't think he posted after that. I think he posted once. Yeah.
Didn't have to hurt his feelings.
Well, it was funny. I'll take it. Take it. But yeah, he didn't respond to the comment. I was cracking up. So I'm the reason you don't get Pete Davidson on this app.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Because I ruined it. I gave you Fly Lady and took away Pete Davidson. That's my legacy.
God, fucking nasty, man.
Did you hear
Why'd I even do
Paige
this
pissed
shit?
off Tom McDonald?
What Paige do?
She was talking shit to Tom McDonald, and he fucking added her back. It's in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did see that.
What happened?
Yeah, let me find it. That's funny.
She called him a Timu Macklemore or something like that. He comes
It's
back.
actually really funny. Yeah.
He comes back and he's like, coming from somebody
Found
with barely any followers. I don't know how many followers.
Yeah,
has,
she says, not you making a Macklemore joke when you're sitting there looking like Timu Macklemore. And he replies, not you with 49 followers and a cartoon profile pic thinking anyone gives a shit about what you have to say. If you have more characters than what the original comment said, then clearly you have something to say.
Yeah, you're upset by it, you know? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could have just deleted it.
Yeah.
The best part of him is Nova Rockefeller. She seems
Oh,
cool.
nice.
He seems like a douche.
Don't know who that is.
That's not why, Jaden. Jesus Christ, dude.
What?
I thought she was talented.
We all know, like, Adam Calhoun is like my arch nemesis on this app.
Yeah, fuck
He
that
told me he hates me more than anyone else on this app. And I've had to have actual conversations with him, and there's mush up there. I mean, there's nothing going on. And he's a terrible rapper, by the way. He's awful.
Is he
Awful.
the one that always comes
alcohol
in and
brain,
slurs
man.
out on me?
Yeah.
What did I ever do to him?
But every once in a while, he stops in here. Every once in a while. So, anyway, who got in the box?
It's Adam Calhoun. No.
Good timing.
It's your arch nemesis. We
Summon
meet
them.
again. Prepare to be beat up by my shitty rap. That whole group of them.
He's
I'm
always
gonna be real.
sloshed every time he comes in, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Drew, appreciate it. Thank you for the membership. Thank you. I'm going to be real. That whole group of them, I think Brandon, appreciate it. Thank you for the $2. All jacked up on Mountain Dew. And Dark, appreciate it. Thank you. Epstein's lawyer is the same as Israel's lawyer. I don't know. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I think the only one of them that has talent, they're not even friends anymore, is Upchurch. I don't even listen to it, but from a talent perspective, he's pretty talented. Everybody else in that group,
He
Tom
kind of lost his
McDonald,
shit too, man.
Tom
Church,
McDonald,
he went through a spell.
Jelly Roll, stop making music.
Yeah, fuck Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll, Tom
I
McDonald,
never-
Adam
I never
Calhoun,
liked
they're
them.
fucking terrible. Awful.
I used to listen to Jelly Roll's whiskey song, but that's about it. And then he went MAGA.
Yeah.
Mm.
I really hate how there's like political music now in the worst way possible. It's like fucking gross. Could you imagine like people supporting the cops against MLK and writing music about it? You'd be like, what the fuck? And you know what's crazy? Adam Calhoun went to jail. He went to prison for fighting a cop. You know
Doesn't
that?
look them that much, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
And he's over here like, I support the police. Fucking loony bin. Anything over on Twitch?
It's funny how quickly Try That in a
Dixie-
Small Town died.
Dixie, appreciated. Thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you. Yeah.
They said that was going to be a big hit. It's going to be a Grammy winner.
Which one?
number 1 on iTunes. Try That in a Small Town.
I know
What? I
it's
can't
on
remember the guy's
iTunes.
name.
Jason Aldean.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible. It was just not a good song. And you know, here's the thing.
Nope.
I used to listen to Jason Aldean somewhat. I had a couple of his albums because I didn't have a fucking CD or I didn't have a plug-in, right? This is way back
That's
when.
no excuse.
What?
That's no excuse to listen to him.
Sure, whatever. But like he was good and he was talented. And then it's just like, what is this dog shit? Kick that fucking, get rid of that. That's awful. That's not good.
You know why? You know
need to
why I
hang it up.
actually worry about Jelly Roll being as popular as he is and the music that he writes? It actually concerns me with him being MAGA because he is the perfect way to slip in to the Lost Boy generation with the male loneliness epidemic going on.
Yeah.
It's the perfect way to condition them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I see it.
'cause
I see it in
they're-
my clinic every day.
Yep. And
I see
it's
it in
like it's such a
comedy,
bad
too.
it's you know, like that dynamic is really like a fucking like your sponsor in rehab offering you alcohol. It's just
100%.
a terrible cycle. just a terrible cycle. They go looking for all the answers and find all of the wrong ones, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like you don't get like this is the appeal of the red pill stuff, right? They don't have to take any responsibility.
Nope.
They don't have to change as a person. They don't have to understand how their actions affect other people. They could be arrogant, confident, and they don't have to self-reflect. And anger at other people is a lot easier than self-reflection. A lot easier than self-introspection. What about
Hang
Aaron
on.
Lewis from Stain? That guy's a fucking weirdo.
Hang
You
on,
saw
I
what
got
he
a
did with the
question.
Coyotes? Yeah, go ahead.
Is that what you just said? Is that how you would sum up red pill in like a nutshell?
What's that?
Just like lack of accountability, a lack of like, insight and like trying to have empathy,
Yeah,
and then that like
yeah,
anger is like almost like encouraged.
right. It's like it's a bad dynamic. Like it's not a dynamic from understanding, right? It's a dynamic from control. And that's what I think the problem with red pill is. They're not trying to understand, right? Like they view women as objects to control as opposed to a partner, right? And so they fall into that dynamic where they're like, this goes wrong, and instead of like having introspection about how they fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Or what they contributed to it, they just blame other people. And then that's way easier. It's way easier to blame.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, Tommy, thank you. You just literally gave me a light bulb moment with a client that I have been struggling with. Thank you. Oh
Yeah,
my
you're welcome.
God. Hamster's in the wheel now. Thank you. Oh, okay.
You're welcome. Do we have anybody that wants to hop in the box? By the way, Pam, appreciate it. Thank you. Jennifer, appreciate it. Glitter, appreciate it. Sherry, appreciate it. Katie, thank you. Sahara, appreciate it. And Gray, appreciate it. Thank you. Do we have anybody that wants to hop in the box, request a debate? We can do maybe if I'm live tomorrow, we can talk about red pill. If not, we can do it on Monday. I don't know enough about the movement, but in large part, it's Darvo, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's Darvo. That's what it is. Like, and so some of the things I think are like good, right? Like I just want to point out, like I do think some of the parts of red pill are good. Like I don't think the entire thing is bad. I think like generally speaking, it's bad. Like there are some good things you should do, right? Like you should value yourself above other people in a lot of respects, but that doesn't mean you need to be disrespectful. And that's kind of where it's lost. They're like, yeah, you just get super fucking ripped, and then you go out there and you just control, and then you're just a douchebag. That's not the way to do it. That's why you're lonely.
Mm-hmm.
So. We're going to call it for the night, and I will be back on, I'll be back on tomorrow. If I'm live tomorrow, I'll be live. If not, I'll be back on Monday. Like I said, I want to spend some time with Baby K because I haven't really got to see him the last couple of weeks. So, yeah. Everyone, I appreciate you guys coming in, and we're going to call it for the night. This was going to be a slow build-up night, so I appreciate everyone that's up. Make sure you head over to Patreon and sub. Would appreciate it, and I will see you guys on Monday or tomorrow when we start the live back up on Monday. We'll do that.
Have a good time.
Y'all take care. Be safe.
See you later.
All right, everyone. I'll see you guys on the next one.